Hi, so it's me, Nikolas again from Meinklang, here in the Austrian lowlands on the east side of Austria on the Hungarian border. We are a biodynamic farm, as I mentioned. That means for us diversity and biodiversity is the most important idea in our farming and our daily working. Responsibility, humbleness, focusing on that organism, flourishing through your work on that organism, with that organism, is what biodynamics is. For me, biodynamics is a mentality, it's a mindset, but basically it's a more holistic way of organic agriculture. Founded by Rudolf Steiner in the 20s, though the word founding is already incorrect. We nowadays like to have this fixed ideas on things and punchlines, but he just spreaded ideas of how a modern farmer in a more industrial world can still do agriculture in balance, in peace, in harmony, understanding his own land and working with it and being part of that organism rather than just acting from the outside and taking like that a lot away. Nowadays we have all these beautiful signs which show us that we are in the end zone of that modern agriculture is maybe lasting another 30-40 years, and then there will be no agriculture in the world anymore. So for us, biodynamic farming is the only future focused way of farming, because you actively build back humus onto your farmland with this balance, with this intact circle, with this holisticness. There's many criticism often in this world, because we're living sometimes maybe in a world where we don't believe that there's a certain energy surrounding us. But I'm always questioning that, especially when people come here. Just look into yourself, what drives you, and it's not the pure physics of life or the things you can touch or buy. It's love and family and relationships to things, maybe that beautiful morning walk in nature where you see a plant which speaks to you and gives you an harmony and a reason why you're here, So I think just look into yourself, eat some good food, drink a really pure good wine, and you will feel that as well into your body. Food also feeds your soul and not just your physical outside, because then I'm always saying people, if that's just the case, then we are like a robot, right? Then we wouldn't have imagination, feelings, love, things we cannot describe, not even really scientifically discover. Just look out in the cosmos and see all its diversity, where we understand barely anything of it and how it interferes and interacts with it. Look at health, where all this complexity makes you to a healthy human, rather than just taking maybe one. And now we're living in a perfect time, seeing that we're coming to our boundaries with this pure physical thinking of things. That is one part of life, but there's also another part of life. So we try to have that in all of our little micro decisions at the farm, and I think they make in a total picture a huge impact on the way you live, the way you farm. Anyways, let's speak about the second wine. So this is Blaufränkisch. Trying to put it in the camera again. The cow, obviously, when you see the cow, which is cut out like here, and also on the Grüner Veltliner, you might saw that. That is more fresher, more useful wines. The wines which have the cow printed on the label are a little bit more for aging. Though we have also now other labels, but that was the original idea of that. Anyways, the Blaufränkisch is for us part of the same like the Grüner Veltliner, really representing the variety. For us, the terroir, the interpretation, in our opinion, of a Blaufränkisch in a Sewinkel. So you have a lot of fruit, you have a lot of dark berries, you have a lot of intensity, spiciness, but you have also this freshness and this lightliness and this silkiness, this uplifting character in the wine. And for me, always in the best case, that wine that shows this harmony, this diversity pretty well. And you can drink it like that, maybe a little more chilled, but you can drink it also really great to many dishes and heavier dishes, and have really fun. It's a great pasta wine as well because of the spiciness to me, even pizza and stuff like that. Again, it's a few different vineyards, less different parcels than at the Grüner Veltliner, and a little bit in a red wine style. None of our red wines are filtered, none of the red wines are fined, and they have naturally less sulfites, because at a red wine you have a longer maceration with the skin, you have more phenolic extraction, and you have generally for us lower pH. So you have a good backbone which holds the wine together, so you have to just add less sulfites into the wine. Some red wines from us have no sulfites added at all. So you might get a little bit more earthier, more smoky expression of red wine than you're used to, where everything's rounded softly and silky and vanilla-like and kind of sweetish, not from sugar actually in a bottle, but like covering a little bit all that. We like it more with some roots and some edges and corners and some roughness in an elegant way. It's partially aged in big old Austrian barrels and partially also in stainless steel to give again a bit diversity here. The oak gives maybe a bit of structure and oxidation, but then also stainless steel, which is the bigger chunk, leaves some certain freshness and pureness of the variety. Yeah, I think it's for me a great representative of our farm. Those wines, the Grüner Veltliner and the Blaufränkisch, always showing really well what the Seewinkel is able to do for fair price, low-key winemaking, and biodynamic farming. Wish you all the best in Canada. Take care. Bye-bye.